Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Sunday, August 13th, 2023. I hope you're doing amazing. We're going to begin a pull from the Flowers of the Night Oracle deck, and then we have a tarot deck lined up for the remainder of the reading, the main part, if you will. But let's do some shuffling and see what we're beginning with. If I could get my life together, bear with me. To begin for Sunday. Okay, challenge. Very interesting. We won't speak upon it just yet. You're thinking about flying towards more, flying away towards more for some. But what you're aware of throughout this day, detail-wise, moment-wise, experience-wise, even when it comes to yourself, and I want to say in more than one way, that's absolutely an underlining focus, all right? I'm hearing with these sort of statues here, things lining up for you one by one, left and right, things falling into place, and you becoming more aware of this throughout the day, at least to a certain extent. But let's pull some tarot. What else do we have for Sunday? If there are any challenges, bear with me as dust flew from the deck. Any challenges that do arise throughout the day, obstacles, if you will, if you choose to label it as that, you will overcome it, solve it, cope with it, deal with it to the best of your ability. And I feel like quite efficiently. There's a sense of you, without even meaning to or even realizing it, you might be aware of it to an extent, utilizing your experience in skill sets, if not one skill set, to your advantage, to just overcome, again, cope, deal with, and then move right along. It's the sense of you just having the ability and the motivation to just do what you got to do, left and right, moment by moment, and then just move on, all right? You might find yourself quite busy throughout the day, but the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, because I feel like it's a day where money may be on your mind. If not, it's definitely on someone else's mind that is connected to you or surrounding you. But I do sense that there's a reminder throughout the day that when you're consistent and water what is important, period, you, or not period, but just they didn't want me to continue that moment, that message. Anyways, it's going to be worthy. It's going to pay off. It's going to give you results. Did you get the point of that message? It was a bit messy in the delivery, but what you water is going to give you results. The Seven of Pentacles, sorry, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Judgment card. You're very much keeping to yourself. There's a sense of you being someone who can be trusted, who's a source of honesty, integrity is what I'm hearing, intuition. But there is more than one person, potentially, if not one single person that we're speaking upon for you, that you should not be trusting. So when your intuition screams at you feeling-wise, right? Spirit speaks to you even, or shows you the truth in a situation. Allow for yourself to step away when you feel oversharing about to come to be or has already started, because we don't need you regretting sharing too much, all right? Feeling like you are the Queen of Wands energy, but I'm actually getting for some that's more so someone else's energy that you see as passionate and you potentially like them to an extent, if not fully, but again, doesn't mean you can trust them, all right? But there is a situation that they're speaking upon right now that is involving some very, very passionate people for the better and for the worse, all right? And that passion can be channeled, utilized positively, and or negatively. And that's definitely part of this day. But there's a need for honesty with yourself. And I really feel it's a day where you're getting your voice out there, whether you choose to or it just kind of comes to be, or potentially a bit of both. Let's do some shuffling and continue. Something about flowers. I mean, we did choose the Flowers of the Night Oracle, but I'm being drawn to this sunflower here. If you could even see it. I feel like it's a day where you need to remind yourself to take care of your needs, right? When you need water, right now I do. Personally, when you need to eat something nutritional, right? Healthy, when you need to take a moment to rest, whatever the case may be. Some specifically, I feel like you need a nap. Please honor your body's needs, okay? Your well-being is of true importance. because there's a feeling that you want to keep going. You want to just plow through and do what you have to do, and to an extent you will, right? Very successfully, but in order to keep on going, we need to be realistic. The Five of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, some heavy energy. Somebody is a little bit emotional around you, okay, or that you're energetically connected to. But I feel like there's a situation that doesn't feel light in energy. It feels a bit heavy, off. You may not be the only one picking up on feeling this, but you feel a bit limited and or trapped by the situation. Don't let it get the best of you. That might be one of the several challenges that you have to cope with and deal with. I feel like you're being pushed to think back to one, if not multiple, challenges from your past. How did you deal with it? Was it the right way? For some, okay, like myself, no. But we live, we learn, we move on to improve and cope with and deal with certain similar challenges, or even other ones in a better, more appropriate, successful way, all right? They're also saying don't run away from any challenges moving forward, not just throughout this day, but to face it head on, all right? Because you have what it takes. Interesting, I put those three right next to the challenge card. What else do we have? The Ten of Cups. I feel like Spirit's saying you are much happier throughout this day and surrounding it than you once were, or you were rewinding back to a certain point. I feel like there's something about you not letting things get the best of you once again, but you can't help but think about where and what will make you even happier. So yeah, this day does push you to be aware and focus to the point of seeing your happiness and overall well-being, your health, I want to say, improving and just, being of importance, okay? To make sure that you don't feel unhappy and unhealthy, right? And to keep going once again. The Chariot and the King of Wands. Passionately motivated to do what you have to do to keep it moving forward. A sense of you thinking about, okay, a mode of transportation for some, whether it's simply something for migrating throughout this day, could be more so in regards to, taking something to the next level is what I'm hearing, but also for some purchasing or acquiring a new mode of transportation moving forward. I do feel as if there is at least one point throughout the day where you're going to need to rebalance things out looking at these Sphinx here, all right? And not everything's black and white, so keep that in mind. You know what you know, but it doesn't mean you need to say whatever that is for you. And I feel like you may find this day through awareness, through overcoming, through spirituality and or intuition, you gaining more than you already know stepping into the day. But I also feel like there could be a sense of swift news coming in. And I feel like it's good news, depending on how you look at it, for some. What else do we have for this upcoming Sunday? The Hierophant and the Temperance card. There's change that you need to have patience with, and or change that you desire moving forward, needing to have patience up until that point. I feel like you know what's best, so just keep that in mind, keep it silent to an extent, and do what's necessary, all right? A feeling that some of which need to remember to pour into your own cup, going back to your well-being, in order to continue or to begin pouring into the cup of others. I just heard writing on the wall. Writing on the wall. Wings of an angel is now what I'm getting. Not really sure. The Three of Swords. Anybody who's coping with dealing with necessary healing needing to get done, take a deep breath and have patience with that. But I feel like there could be somebody to your left is what I'm getting specifically. That is very much going through it, whether they want to admit it or not. I feel like there could be one, if not a couple moments throughout this day where emotions are running high. As they're showing me the Queen of Cups again. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. There isn't this ultimate financial success, but there could be progress in regards to stepping closer to that. But I feel like all the meanwhile, this is talking about a situation for some where it's not ultra lucrative, but it's beneficial all the meanwhile. Anyways, whatever ends up being for you, I feel like Spirit's saying you're wrapped up with whatever's meant for you at this point. And if you do again desire change moving forward, then let's make it happen. All right. Do what's right, be smart, be strategic, and don't overdo it. I don't know why this is coming through. I feel like all the meanwhile, as long as you have patience, you're going to achieve and get closer to happiness, to success, to a better life for yourself. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Sunday, and I'll definitely see you next time.